Look at this hairline.
The neck and
the neck, the hairline, the ears, the mouth, the nose, the eyes, the everything.
No way, it ain't mine. No way.
No, deal with it, your baby. You know this your baby. You know this your baby.
Case of 10-month-old baby Dante. You are not.
Hello. You need to keep your legs closed. That baby look nothing like me. That baby cockeyed and I got swoop eyes. I was chubby and that baby ain't. We look different from head to toe.
You think this baby looks like any of y'all?
That baby looks like hell.
Now, children, that means that when you meet a nice man,
We turned up in this bitch. What's up? You rockin' with Singer, and I'd like to welcome you to the What's up? What's up? What's up? Your boy back an hour or two earlier than what I thought I was gonna be, but I had to go handle some shit, and I got done a little bit early. So I'm gonna definitely tap in with you guys, as you can see now, because late tonight I got something else I gotta handle. Anyway, as I told you guys earlier, hey, what up to my nigga Mr. Untouchable? I see you in the building. Salute, brother, for tapping in. Appreciate the support. You know, tonight's topic is about deadbeat women. For years and years, since I was a young hog, motherfuckers have always made a point to talk about men being deadbeats, men not taking care of their kids, men running out. Hey, look, at the end of the day, that is all fucking true. But there's also the other side of the story, the motherfucking women. So tonight, we going to tap in on it. Now, credit goes to my girl. She found this judge on YouTube that does a lot of court cases, and she's only on YouTube, I think, but she specifically does child support, and it seems like majority of her defendants are women. See, it's okay to preach how much men should pay, men should do this, men should do that. So I hope y'all can keep that same energy. So we show about to take a look at some of these women who are, in my opinion, deadbeat mothers. And once they're faced with child support, it don't seem like they like it as much as they do when it's on the men. So let's go. Now y'all hit the link if y'all want to come up here and discuss the show. You guys are going to enjoy this. If you don't know who she is, her name is Vonda B. And you need to check her out, though. Let's go.
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Okay, go ahead. What's going on?
Well, my son was married to the respondent, and he died. They had a child that's now 3 years old that has been left in my custody, and I'm asking for some sort of relief or support because I'm retired from the military and on a fixed income.
Okay. First of all, my condolences for the loss of your son.
I appreciate that.
And thank you for your service as well.
Oh, thank you.
How long has the child lived with you?
2 years.
2 years. Has mom given you any support for the child?
No, she hasn't.
She hasn't bought anything.
Not significantly, no. But I haven't I've just now come to the point where I need some relief and I need some help.
Wes Adams, you sound retarded, my nigga.
Well, I've been
I googled the song because it fits the show topic.
And I was in between jobs. I'm making $35,000 now.
Okay.
And I'm not.
Where are you traveling?
Well, I'm a travel agent.
Okay.
So because of that, I can just travel. I get discounts and I get to fly free. So.
Oh my God, that is amazing.
So.
But that has nothing to do with you giving some sort of financial support.
I didn't have it.
Excuse me, I was talking. That has nothing to do with you giving financial support.
Yeah, make sure you hit that like button.
For the support of your child.
Yeah, bitch, why you not paying child support for your baby?
Your child.
Yeah.
It is my child. That is correct.
Let's go.
So like I said, my job had me traveling and I really didn't have the extra money.
What are you doing with
What you mean
yourself
extra
every
money,
day?
nigga?
What do you do? Tell me about
This
your
is your
traveling.
kid, bitch.
Well, I had got this new condo for one thing, and that
Wait a
so
minute. You got
expensive,
you got a condo and you're
Yeah.
traveling. But
Yes.
how much is this condo?
Well, I'd rather not say.
No, I'd rather you say. How
Because
much is this condo?
Y'all see when it's on their
It's
end?
pretty steep.
You see how they
It's
act?
pretty steep.
Ma'am, what does that
And
mean?
it-
That means nothing to me.
It's-
Steep. You know how many people come in here with things that are steep? I need a number.
I like to live nice, and so I pay $5,000.
See, you know what? You obviously came here to waste my time.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you
really,
did.
I didn't. And I
Ma'am,
really
yes, you
don't have
did.
any
I've
extra
asked you a
money.
very specific question. How much is your condo?
Well, I pay $5,000 a month.
$5,000 a month?
Mhm.
Sir,
Yes, ma'am.
is this 3-year-old in
Yes, he's in preschool because he has.
Well, it's
some
funny how
special
these
needs.
women don't want to pay child support
How much is
when it's on
daycare?
their ass, ain't it?
Daycare
Ain't this a
runs about
trip?
$300 a week.
Hey, y'all hit that like button if y'all
$300
feel a nigga one time.
Some kind of different
And
help
don't
for him?
you
No,
just need to
mm.
wait your turn until
yes,
I
ma'am.
come to you.
Look,
I'm
she
not
don't
talking
play
to
that
you.
shit.
Thank you. Sir, $300 a week.
Mm.
And what type of special needs does the child have?
He's autistic.
Okay. Does he have to, you have to pay for like any medical expenses,
He needs special counseling, and of course, he has regular doctor visits.
counseling? Does mom show up to any of those doctor's visits or anything?
Well, no, I haven't always told her,
Wow.
but I
Exactly.
haven't expected her.
Exactly. You haven't given him any money either.
Well,
Right.
Well, I'm not talking about Steve.
She on her ass.
Now, I don't have anything against my former daughter-in-law. I mean, she was married to my son, but
She not playing with that
I do
broad.
need a little more involvement and a little help.
I agree with you. It definitely, if she's spending $5,000 a month on a condo, I don't even stay in a condo,
I
ma'am.
need that.
Okay, well, I need a condo. Can you give me your condo? Exactly. So your child support based on $35,000 a year. Are you carrying any type of health insurance on the child?
See, that's another thing. Since on the child,
Yes.
well, the child is autistic, so the child gets a check. So I don't understand why you need my money.
Okay.
Because you get assistance from the government. with the
Excuse
kid.
me.
I mean, my child.
Now look at how she lied. You say you make $35,000 a year, but you pay $5,000 a month in rent. Last time I checked, ain't 12 and 5 60. So how can you pay $60,000 a year in rent if you're only making 35? Cat.
Excuse me. Last time I checked, I was the judge.
You are.
Okay, thanks. That means that I asked the questions and I addressed him. He addressed me.
Okay.
You do not address him.
All right.
Okay.
Understand.
How much
She
is
don't
health
play that
insurance for the
shit.
child only?
I have no idea what health insurance is for the child.
So obviously you don't pay it, sir. How much is health insurance for the child
It's
only?
just short of $400.
Short for the child only?
Yeah,
Ma'am, you
I'm covered under the VA.
Well, I
Ma'am.
thought he was getting.
no.
government
Well, I
assistance.
thought you should have been giving him something.
Right. It don't matter what he getting. Take care of
So
your
we're going to go
kid.
ahead and make that happen today. And the child has been living with you for the past 2 years, you say?
2 years.
So not only am I going to make you pay child support, ma'am, you're going to pay back pay as well.
Wow.
Guess what? Sell your condo, then you can afford that. So I have your gross based on $35,000 a year at $2,916.67. And you said the health insurance is $400 a month.
Yes.
That's pretty steep based on, well, not that your coverage is not steep, but in Texas, we're only allowed to take 9% of her gross. So based on 9%, it'll be $262.50.
Will that start? Can you give me maybe 3 months before that starts so I can rebudget my bill?
Let me think about that. No.
Damn.
So $262.
She is not playing with her
I
ass.
had a question. Why are you being so hard on me?
Ma'am, I'm not being hard on you. You have not given this man any type of child support to
I did
support
not
your child,
have any.
and then you come to court and say
Talking
you
about you
don't have
travel.
money, but you
I
travel,
got a $5,000
and you have
month
a
home.
$5,000
Boy,
a
these
month
bras is crazy.
condo.
This
But you
shit
don't
is
give him
crazy.
anything a month.
Y'all hear this shit?
I have it. I just don't have
Well,
it.
I can't help you. So it's going to be, I have your child support obligation. And how many children do you have?
This shit is
now?
crazy.
One.
one child. So that's based on 20%. Let's see here. Sir, you said you all have a cordial relationship. Are you okay with
Right, she a
continuing that health
deadbeat, Miss
insurance?
Goldie.
Yes,
This
I am.
broad
Okay.
don't want to
And
pay
are you
nothing.
seeking any type of reimbursement
She
from
want to
her
pay
on the health
$5,000
insurance?
a month for rent,
No,
but
I
don't
mean,
want
it's
to
all
take
in the
care of her
past.
autistic kids.
Okay. Well,
You see this shit? This
you
shit is
got really lucky.
crazy.
He cut you a break. So your child support obligation, your net comes out to $2,466.03. Your child support obligation comes out to $394.56. Now your back child support, that $394.56, you have to pay that back from the time that the child has lived with Mr.
Wow,
Schaefer.
that's not
Yes,
fair.
ma'am. In
How's
Texas,
it
it
not
goes back 4
fair?
years. Your child is 3.
It's your
So
child.
with that
How's it not
calculation,
fair,
it comes
bitch?
out to $14,204.16 to be paid monthly
Wow.
at an amount of $200. That makes your total child support
$700.
set at, well, I'm gonna make it $300 because $14,000 is a huge amount. So that makes your monthly child support obligation $694.56.
I got some.
Ah.
I just can't afford that.
And you know what? He has bills that he can show me as well, and you have not done
Anything.
And you're lucky that he cut you a break because I didn't have to let him do that. Is there anything further,
Right.
Mr. Schaefer?
And he still
That's
looked
all
out and
that I
gave her a
have.
Can
break.
we talk and maybe we can talk amongst one another and see if we can come up with an agreement?
You're more than welcome to do that at a later date, but right now I just made my ruling. Do you have any other questions
I
pertaining
guess
to this?
not, since I have to pay all this money.
Okay, well, I guess you all are dismissed. Thank you.
Thank you.
Y'all see this shit? They always on the man ass. But look, when it's they time to pay, oh, they got every motherfucking excuse in the motherfucking book. We ain't done though, y'all.
Oh, he's
We
my miracle.
are not done. So y'all just stay tuned. Give me a second to pull it up. Listen to this shit. Remember, pay attention to the races. It's all race. It ain't just one.
Foster case.
Thank you.
It ain't just one, y'all. Let's go. Oh shit, what happened? Sorry about that, y'all. Let's go.
You're welcome.
You all may be seated.
Pay attention, y'all.
Okay, Mr. Foster, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, what's happening is this. She's out and she's partying, she's having fun, she's doing all this stuff like all on social media. She's a social media influencer. I met her because I'm one of her super fans.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is
And
cute.
how it happened was that we since I'm a super fan, I'm kind of following her
See
around.
that little online
She,
stalker shit.
actually called for me to cater to one of her areas, which is how we actually hooked up from there because I'm a chef.
Okay.
We have one child together, and she's not really doing the things that she's supposed to do as a mother. Pretty much supporting the child, being there for them, paying any Medicaid or so dealing with for the child. I practically do all that, and I brought her here today just to say, hey, you gotta step up your game. You gotta do something, help out this child, because I can't be the only supporter if you're here supposed to do something as well. I mean, I can do it, but I do need a little bit more income for that.
Right.
Okay. I'm a little bit more interested in the background.
Uh-oh.
You know, how you became a super fan and you hooked up.
Well, I'm a follower.
I mean, I don't need all the details about, how the child was conceived. I'm just interested to see how that works,
Well, I'm the type of guy that I always post all my stuff, letting people know this is what I do, like all my catering stuff and all that. But when it comes to her, I know that she does all this stuff, and I know she's a big influencer, and she pretty much puts everything out there. She's really, when it comes to making it to a live stream, she can do that. She has that. But so that's what I did. I actually reached out to her in that way, and that's how I got more of my influence out there, so I can actually start catering and partying catering to all these parties.
Okay. All right. And so you want her to pay child support?
Yes.
All right. And you said the child is on Medicaid,
yes.
Correct? Okay. All right. Is there anything else you want me to know before I move over to her?
No.
Okay. Ma'am, welcome. I'm honored. Social media influencer.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it is. But
Who is she?
what does that have to do with you being a mom?
I'm out there trying to make money and trying to support my child. I do send him money. I mean, I'm just trying to grow my business.
How much money do you send him?
It just depends on what's going on that during the week, you know, what I have and what my income is each month.
On average, how much money are you getting from her, if any?
She only sends about maybe like $200-300.
$200 or $300? You're a social media influencer?
Well, I'm still growing my business. I mean, I'm
right.
But she parties. It's all over. It's online. It's like she's everywhere.
And you're getting paid for these appearances,
and you
right?
party too. That's how we met.
Nah, I was catering to your.
You were
catering to one of your parties. Yes. Oh. So I wasn't really partying. I was catering. I had to work it.
Right. That's what they're calling catering these days. Being a super fan. I get it.
It was one time.
Wow.
One time and you all had the baby?
She slept with the nigga one time and got pregnant. Yeah, she probably regretting that shit. Becky regretting that shit.
So
she slept with Tyrone. Hey, listen, Tyrone said the child's on Medicaid, right? Which means his catering service probably ain't making no money or doing good. So this is just my assumption. Because you can lie about who you are like Polar did on social media, I think he catfished her into believing he had a catering business. She met the nigga. She threw an event. He catered it. Like she said, she fucked him one time, got pregnant, found out this nigga was broke, and sent him back. Either way it go, damn, she regrets this one time. Not her child, but I bet you she regrets sleeping with Tyrone, whatever the fuck his name is. Let's go.
As well.
Right, but the child is with him, so his income is not really concerning
because
for me.
I travel.
Right, and you're being paid for your travel. Exactly. How much are you making roughly?
About 100,000.
You're making about $100,000.
Damn, she's sending $300 a month.
$200 or so
a month.
For the baby.
Wait, hold the fuck on.
No, ma'am.
DeadBeat. Ain't that sad? This is deadbeat alert. This bitch says she make $100,000 a year, and she only sends her kid $200 to $300 a month, y'all. Now, if this was a man doing this to a woman and her child, oh, the comment section would have been lit. Y'all have been drilling his ass. But because the roles are reversed, motherfuckers hold back. Nah, fuck that. Keep that same energy. This broad testified in court she make $100,000 a year. And all she's saying is $200-300 a month. Nigga, that's some deadbeat shit. Let's go.
I'm not about to do this with you. You're making a lot of money and your child is coming up short and you don't have a problem with that?
No, I do have a problem.
What up, audio crack? We shining the light on some of these deadbeat women out there since they love to shine that shit on the men.
Something that,
like, what about school and all those other
he can
academic
do
things that he has to
homeschool
do?
when he's 3.
So
he's going to be on
homeschooling? In
virtual
hotels and stuff
school
like
with
that?
likes and followers.
You see it all the time. Why not? I mean,
right, but don't you believe that that's a distraction?
No, I mean, I feel like, I'm making a pretty good income, and I think that this could really help him when he's older and to save up some money.
Well, if you're making a pretty good income, you can send more.
I agree with that.
Maybe you could work harder.
No, ma'am.
See?
Maybe you can work harder to be in your child's life.
This is the true example of roles reversed. Oh boy is the woman in the situation, and old girl is the man. You see, he's the one without no job or no real income. He knows how much money she's making, so he's coming for that bag. This nigga's running the same play women been running on men forever. Let's go.
Highly doubt a judge would place the child with you knowing that you travel, you're doing all of these things for
Yeah, make sure y'all
growing
hit
your
that like
business, and the
button.
child is
The
with
link is at the
him.
top of the
Sounds
chat
like
if you want to come
100%
up
of the
here
time.
No,
and
not all
discuss
the
these
time.
deadbeat
Okay,
motherfuckers.
how often do you have the child?
When he allows the child to be with me when I'm not traveling.
Oh, okay. So when you're not traveling, that's how often?
Really, a couple of days a month.
Exactly. You made that up. This is what we're going to do. We're going to place you on child support based on that $100,000 a year, ma'am. Yeah. And don't look confused. It's the right thing to do.
She
It is
about to get
absurd that you
taxed.
believe it is okay to only send a couple of $100.
Okay, so we know she make $100,000 a year, right? Y'all let me know in the chat how much you think the judge about to make this bitch pay. We're gonna pause right here. Somebody, a few people let me know. At least 2 or 3 of y'all. Let me know what y'all think on $100,000 a year. How much a month you think she about to make Becky pay? Let me roll up another blunt, y'all. Y'all let me know. She make $100,000 a year. How much you think Becky about to pay? Cause you know she about to tax Becky ass. My nigga Mr. Untouchable say 700. Okay, 700. Anybody else want to touch on it? Come on, at least one, two more, y'all. Come on, throw a number out there. She make $100,000 a year. How much you think the judge about to tax her ass on one kid? So far, we got 700. Anybody else want to throw a quote out there before we go on with the video?
16,000.
How much?
16,000.
How much?
1,600.
1,600. Okay. My girl says 1,600. So I got a 700, 1,600. Anybody else? Come on, give me one more, y'all. Somebody take a quote, take a stab at it. Miss Goldie said, I don't know, laugh out loud, maybe 8. You got to be more specific, Miss Goldie. You talking $8, $800, $80, 8,000. What you talking when you say 8? Got to be specific, Miss Goldie. Once Miss Goldie or somebody be specific, we're going to go on with the show. On $100,000 a month for one kid, how much y'all think? Oh, 800? Okay, she said 800, y'all. Let's see. On $100,000, how much you gonna have to pay? I'm thinking, I know it's over 1,000 because you gotta think $100,000, 30% gotta be at least 600,000. Salute Audio Crack for the donation, man. I appreciate your support on the show, my nigga. Again, appreciate Audio Crack 22 supporting the channel. Also, in a few months, everybody that has donated to me so far, I'm gonna have some gifts for y'all, but I'll let y'all know once everything gets developed. All right, let's go ahead and start it up. I'm gonna go. My girl says 16. We got a 7. We got an 8. I'm gonna say I'm gonna go with 1,200. All right, let's go.
To dad for your child, and you actually think that it's okay for your child to be toting along with you to grow your social media influence? Yeah, no, that's not what we're going to do. This child needs to be in an environment that is stable. Need to make sure that school is being attended to. How old is this child?
Oh, 3.
3 years old. No. Kindergarten will be here before you know it. He does not need to be traveling and going to homeschool and virtual school all over the country or wherever it is that you have to appear. You'd agree with me, right?
Audio Crack.
One short, funny little word.
Audio Crack. At the end of the show, be prepared to come up here and discuss your channel, bro. You've been supporting the channel, and I appreciate that. So towards the end of the show, if I don't forget, which I'm definitely gonna try not to, be ready to come up here when I tell you to inform us of your channel. All right, let's see what the judge about to tax her with.
Have to. No, you don't have to, but don't you believe that's in the best interest of the child to be somewhere stable?
Well, I think the best interest of the child would be with me. And if I'm growing a business and I can take care of them.
And you believe that because you're the mom?
Yes.
Oh, well, that's not going to happen today. So what we're going to do is base your child support off that $100,000 that you testified to, that makes your gross $8,333.33.
Okay, so $8,000.
Bringing your net to $6,212.37. That makes your monthly child support obligation $1,242.
I was right.
You mentioned Medicaid.
$1,240.
He doesn't have to pay for it, but you do.
Yeah.
So it's based on 9% of your gross, which your gross is that $8,300 that I said earlier. That brings your reimbursement to Medicaid $750. If you can find somewhere on, private health insurance, I'm pretty sure you
off
can find it a lot
$100,000 a year,
maybe one
you
of your
gotta pay
followers is a health
$1,200
insurance agent or something,
and child support.
cheaper,
So all you ballers, remember that.
Based on that, $1,242 plus $750.
Oh,
your monthly child
wow.
support obligation to $1,990.
$2,000 after
you're gonna pay that monthly to dad.
the back.
Any questions?
Damn.
No, I don't have any.
Why did you look at him?
Because I was just thinking he's making more money.
Okay, well, I'll do it my way then, Audio. Don't trip.
And if you make any more money doing more gigs, we can just increase your child support. Anything further?
Damn.
Okay, nothing further. You all are dismissed.
Now, again, y'all see firsthand when the shoe's on the other foot, they don't like it. So y'all give us brothers a break. Don't get me wrong. Everybody, man or woman, should take care of their motherfucking kid. I don't give a fuck what. But y'all stop being so hard on a man because these women is out here doing the same fucking shit, if not worse, man. Back up on my niggas. We ain't done though. We got some more. I know it's something different. But I hope you guys are enjoying this. And if you decide to subscribe to her channel, because I think she's only on YouTube, then I definitely want you to let her know that the Hood Unlocked sent you. I've briefly communicated with her on Instagram. And like I said, I fuck with her show because she's actually shedding light on the opposite. It's not just the men, you feel me? Let's go. The link is at the top of the chat if you want to come up here and voice your opinion on this shit.
Miss James, yes, ma'am. You brought this case before the court.
Miss Goldie said Becky mad.
This girl here don't want to take care of her kids.
Hold on, y'all. What this nigga say, Mr. Untouchable said, she's going to fuck the shit out of him to get him to drop that support. Some hood nigga shit. Becky better do what she got to do. She better be Becky with the good head. Because, nigga, that's damn near 2 racks. But if she making $100,000 plus a year, nigga, she don't give a fuck about that shit. She probably got her another motherfucking Mandingo where you know how they move.
I've been had her kids forever.
When you say forever, what's forever?
I've been had basically the 4-year-old been with me since he was a baby, and now the 2-year-old, I got her little tail when she was 5 months.
Damn.
She's 2 now. She don't want to take care of them. She don't want to stop by when they want to see her. I did her a favor, let her go do some work and do these old hussies' hair. She want to follow and live the good life while I have her kids. So I need her to pay up. I need some help.
I definitely agree you need some help. Well, what's the issue? Your kids have pretty much been with your aunt their entire lives.
Still my aunt. I don't even know if she really my brother's child.
There she goes
Oh.
that again.
Wow.
I
Okay.
provide for my kids. I travel for my work, and I have to do hair, make appointments. You know, I'm
Wait a
busy.
minute. Start over with what you were saying. I was too busy trying to drink this tea with what she just said about her brother.
Yeah, she likes to play that card, but
Girl,
I'm listening now.
But I'm a hairstylist. I do hair.
Your
you
hair is
know.
pretty.
Thank you. I do wigs, lace fronts, all of that. So when people
So
call
you
me,
have the money to pay for these kids. You're just choosing not to. That's essentially what you just said, right?
no. So I pay for these kids. Like I bring them food.
she
I bring
brings
them
them
clothes.
McDonald's, a Happy Meal. Maybe
Every kid love a Happy Meal.
Oh my God, bitch,
no
you
clothes, no
serious?
shoes.
Hey y'all,
You
she's
know,
serious.
A Happy
Granimal
Meal.
sandals.
A Happy
If
Meal.
they're with her all
Y'all
of the
hear
time,
this?
a Happy Meal, ma'am, is insufficient.
Well, when I come, I bring them whatever they
When
like.
you
when
and
come,
they like
how often
McDonald's.
do you
Goddamn
go
commercial.
over there?
Salute to her though. She gotta get her bag, y'all. So I ain't mad at the commercial. She gotta get her bag. Let's go.
Tell the
A
truth.
couple times a month.
How many?
Depending on my schedule.
Kids are priority. These little strippers' hair can wait. See, that's your problem.
So you doing strippers' hair?
Well, they pay more. You know, they make that big money, so I got to get my coins.
I mean, they do get paid.
And she
You
probably
know,
doing something strange for a piece of change too.
Oh, okay.
No, that's not my business. But I definitely will lay some edges, lay some hair. Yes.
Yeah,
Honey,
your
don't-
edges are laid. They really are.
Girl,
They
that's a
are.
Jerry curl. Don't let the make
She said that's a Jerry curl.
makeup fool you. Because behind all
Leave
that,
it alone, do you?
no, we don't. Since she was
Oh.
a little girl, she's
But
been.
wait a minute. You all don't get along, but you trust her enough to have your kid. I'm not about to play with you. I'm not about to play with
Miss
you.
Vada said
That's
she
'cause
ain't
nobody
playing.
else fooled with her. I'm the only
Where's
one.
the daddy?
Oh, I don't know. He in them streets.
Oh, it sounds like you are too.
Damn, was you selling that poo
I'm in the
poo?
streets to get that money.
Damn, I hope they
Oh.
wasn't no trick
Oh,
babies,
okay.
baby. What
Well,
you
let
out
me go
there
ahead and lay
doing?
some numbers for you. How much money you make a year?
About 60,000.
60,000? Okay. Who did this tax return you gave me? Somebody from the streets?
Somebody I met through a friend. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Shaniqua.
Oh, okay. Well, they have your income at 65,000. So is that true?
It's around there.
We're going to use that
65,000.
number. We're going to use that number instead of that 60,000 that you just gave me because you came in here to waste my time and play these games, and I'm not about to play with you.
Miss Vonda.
Yes, ma'am.
Her kids' hair need done.
And
Wow.
but
she claims
said
she a
her
hairdresser
edges,
though.
You know, she lay edges.
You see how cute her hair look?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You think she comes and buys bow rats and
Deadbeat
everything
shit,
comes
y'all.
out of my
Tap
pocket.
in, hit that
I
like
keep
button.
those babies looking good. She never put a finger in there, but she want to run around and put her little fingers in these other little helpers' head.
You know what? You know better. Or at least you
That's
should.
untouchable fool.
You should know better.
She like a
And I'm not
doorknob.
looking for a
Everybody
response
gets a
right now.
turn.
Because as cute as your hair is, that attitude is not looking real good. So let's go ahead and make sure your aunt gets some money for these kids, okay? So at this $65,000 a year, that brings your gross to about $5,400. Your net is $4,383.27. What about health insurance?
Medicaid.
Okay. Oh yeah, you're really about to pay today because you know Medicaid has to be reimbursed to the state, right?
No, I didn't.
She just
Well,
told
you
me
just
your
found
ass
out
really
something
about to
today.
pay.
I'm so glad that you are ready to learn something because you are about to learn today, okay? So, child support calculation, 2 kids, only 2 kids. Well, I know it's 2 kids that you have, but do you have any other kids?
No, just the 2.
Okay. So,
what?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, I did get I wanted to, can I confirm something? You're not pregnant?
No, not that I know of.
Oh, you didn't say that very confidently.
I probably end up with that one too.
Okay,
Wow. DeadBeat like a motherfucker.
$96
She a
plus we need
cold
to
little
reimburse
broad.
that Medicaid, like I told you. So we take that $5,400, do 9% of that. That comes out to $486. $486 plus the $1,096.
Damn.
Obligation to $1,582 per
Damn, that's damn near as much as the bitch with the 100,000.
$1,500.
Damn.
Anything else?
For 2 kids?
Girl,
Yeah.
God
do you know how
damn.
much I paid to take care of your kids? More than that. That is only a pinch of what I pay to take care of your kids monthly.
Well, you know, I have to agree with her. I normally don't allow people to talk out of turn,
Wow.
but you know, she's absolutely correct. It doesn't put a dent in anything that
1,500,
she does, especially when you're talking
and
about
the rich
feeding
broad
2
only had to
children.
pay $2
I like
grand.
that.
God damn.
Yeah, sure you do. Is there anything further?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Is there anything further?
No.
Hey, do y'all agree with that 1,500, y'all? Remember the woman that made 100,000, her shit was 2,000, but she had back support. How would y'all feel if y'all made, I think she said 65,000 a year, and her shit was 1,500? God damn, Vonda B don't be playing with these women, boy. She not letting their ass go or get away with nothing. I mean nothing. Y'all check this shit out. Let's go. We turned up with Vonda B and making these women pay their motherfucking dues and their child support. It's about time. Shit. Let me pull it up for y'all. Oh shit. Which one was it? Y'all make sure y'all go show Vonda B some love as support, Judge. Hey, y'all check this out. It's every race. It's not just black. It's not just white. There's deadbeat women of all races.
Okay,
Everywhere.
Mr. Parks.
Yes, ma'am.
Looks like you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
I just found out my wife was just left her corporate job for a
Ms.
cashier
Goldie said
job.
she agreed with that.
I don't know why. Maybe
God
she's like
damn.
she wants to get out of the payments of what she's doing.
That's what
Payments
she
of
get.
what?
Child support, man.
Okay.
The hood don't give a fuck.
We have a child together that we had in our marriage, and it's like, and all of a sudden, I just found out just recently that she left her corporate job to what? Take what? A couple of $1 paying job. How can you do this to us? How can you
Excuse
do this
me,
to us?
sir. Do not address her. Address me.
Yes, ma'am. I do apologize.
I mean, obviously she can't help your situation. That's why you're here, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so continue.
I don't know. It's just like when I found out, it's just like I was just shocked. I didn't know like how else to express it, but we had a child together.
How old is the child?
This child is like 5 years old, ma'am.
Is she paying anything in child
Yes, ma'am.
support?
She's paying for the medical bills and she's paying for the support as well.
Medical support, you mean?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Is there a reason why you're not paying to support this child?
First of all, I left my corporate paying job, and after our divorce, I know he mentioned I'm his wife. Correction, I'm his ex-wife.
Okay. Congratulations. Continue.
So we left that. I left my job, and the reason why I left it, and I did do it intentionally, I felt that it was not right.
Wait a minute. You intentionally left your job?
Yes, ma'am, I did. I had enough money in savings to still provide for my child and still provide medical insurance. So I felt that, you know, the stress of my divorce.
She purposely left her good
wasn't
job to
inhibiting
avoid
me
child
from performing
support.
my job.
Okay. First of all, that's a different court. We're not here to talk about anything that went on with the divorce. I just need to know about the money that you're making, because obviously the child lives with you. Is that correct,
Yes,
sir?
ma'am.
So you have all this money in saving. Let's talk about it.
Okay.
How much did you make at your last job?
I annually $70,000.
$70,000.
Damn.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's your only job?
It was my only job. Now I work at a convenience store.
Doing
Head
what?
clerk.
Doing what?
Head clerk.
Head clerk. Okay. How much are you making now?
About $30,000 a year.
30,000. And are you? What type of education do you have?
I have my master's.
You have a master's degree and you're a head clerk.
Yes, ma'am. Again, the stresses of the divorce inhibited me from doing my job.
Okay, don't say that again. You already said that once and we moved on from it. So You're now making $30,000 a year, and you think that I should base child support on $30,000 instead of the 70 that you intentionally stop working?
See how she tried to play the system?
That is my annual income now.
That's your
30,000.
annual income now. When did you start working at your
You
corporate
see
job?
how she's trying to play the system, y'all?
How long were you
Watch
there?
this though.
I was there for about 8 years.
8 years with a master's degree at a head clerk position. What's the qualification to work at that job? It's such as, do you need a degree?
You just need a high school diploma.
High school diploma.
Yes,
And you have a master's degree. I'm not about to play with you. I'm not about to play with you. $70,000 a year. You said you covered a child on health insurance. How much is that?
$300 a month.
$300 a month. Ma'am, I'm going to make you pay child support. You came obviously in this courtroom to waste my time.
I have a question. How come I have to get a corporate job? How come he can't get a corporate job?
He can get a job, but the child lives with him, right?
Well, yes, and I think the reason why the child is even with him to begin with is because of, well, this is a different court. Never mind, like you said.
Okay, thank you. So moving right along, $70,000 a month. A year, excuse me. I put your.
I'm not making $70,000 a month anymore. I'm making $30,000 a year now.
You're making $30,000 a year now, but ma'am, you intentionally work at a job that pays you
It's
less.
definitely going down,
You
Princess
think that you're
Luke,
gonna
baby.
come
I'm
in
glad
this
you tapped in.
courtroom and get
Hit that
me
like button.
to order that you pay a less amount when you're capable of making the $70,000 with a master's degree? You made that up.
I don't know. Emotional distress is intentional.
Emotional distress. I need you to go see a doctor. Okay. So your gross is $5,833.33.
She basing off the 70,
based
y'all.
on that $70,000. I'm going to give you a credit for the health insurance, okay? The $300.
She basing off the 70, not the 30.
$4,497.
She about to get taxed.
98 cents. How many children?
One
child. Okay. 20%.
How much?
$899.60 is going to be your monthly child support obligation that you're going to pay.
Damn near a G-ball.
To this man. You
For one kid?
And I don't understand why you
wow.
I'm looking confused. You said what you're saying, and I'm okay.
Taxes.
Oh, okay. Congratulations. Now, do you have anything further?
Oh, shit.
That's it?
Taxes. Oh, my God. She taxed the shit out of her ass. Nigga, she feeling stupid. She thought because she left her good job. Why would you go in court and admit you did it on purpose, though? That shit was motherfucking retarded, nigga. She said, oh, you quit on purpose? Oh, okay. Well, you gonna go ahead and you gonna pay this. Like, motherfuckers is stupid. All right, we got some more, y'all. We ain't done, though. There's a lot of deadbeat women out there, y'all.
Thank you. Y'all may be seated. Mr. Carter, it looks like you brought this case. So what's going on?
Well, she already looking mad.
I am a manager at an urban clothing store, and I only make $35,000 a year, and I'm paying child support. Toward my ex-wife here, she is
for sure.
Dental assistant, and also she does Herbalife distribution, and she's making a little over 200 grand a year. And I just need a little help because she's not doing child support at all, and it's a struggle for me right now. I'm a retired U.S. veteran, and it's just a struggle with my two boys.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes. Well,
why do you agree with everything that he's saying?
No, I do not.
Okay, so what?
If he stayed at the casinos, he probably would have more money than he does.
That's not true, Your Honor. I'm always home with my boys when I'm not working.
Okay, who is paying child support in this case?
And I have custody of my boys.
He's paying child support. It looks like you guys split custody. So it says Sunday through 1 week with one parent, and then Sunday.
Well, here's the thing, Your Honor. She's always on vacation. She's always gone. So I've had my boys for the little over 7 weeks straight. She has not seen her kids in 7 weeks.
Sir, when I address her, you stop talking.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ma'am, you see this man right here?
My bad, y'all. But she got to get her bread, though. Salute to her, though. She got to get her bread.
Get out of this courtroom. We do not need any more loud outbursts. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
Thank you. Now you may continue, sir.
She goes on vacation. She's out of town all the time. I've had my boys for 7 weeks straight. She hasn't seen her boys in 7 weeks.
7 weeks straight. Wait a minute. You guys are supposed to be alternating weeks, because if the children are with him 7 weeks straight, that means his expenses are increasing. And based on the paperwork that you provided from your employer, it says here you make about $125,000 as
Wow.
What is it? Where is it that you're working?
I work for a dental firm.
Okay.
And we make a lot of different castings and models
Wow.
for false teeth and implants.
She makes
However, Your Honor,
$125,000 a month, and she don't want to take care of her kid. What's wrong with this shit? They be so quick to bash the men, but let's pay attention, y'all. She makes $125,000 and don't want to pay nothing for her own fucking kid. This shit is crazy. You can't make this shit up.
when I've been out, it's because I've been doing training.
Okay, that's great.
So
No one is disputing whether or not you're doing training, but according to the documents that you provided, you make about $125,000 at your main job, and then an additional $25,000 doing Herbalife on the side. So that amounts to about $150,000 a year. This man only makes $35,000, and you think he should still be paying child support, and he has the children more than you? Is that what you're asking me to do?
I'm just letting you know that
I don't need to know what you're letting me know. I need for you to answer my question. Is that what you're asking me to do? Allow this man to keep paying child support, and you're making excuse me, that's my job. Thanks. You make $150,000 a year.
I pay for the boys' private school. They have private piano lessons. I pay for several. I pay their
excuse me,
health
Your Honor.
insurance.
Excuse me, Your Honor. Both of my boys are on scholarship.
Okay, that's beside the point here. Ma'am, you guys have a split custody arrangement. You understand that, right?
Yes, I do.
Not in all cases does somebody have to pay child support, because it's up to me to decide if someone pays child support or someone doesn't pay child support. But with the earning differences, $35,000 a year, $150,000 a year. Sir, what type of things are you able to afford to do with your boys, and taking into account your bills and everything like that?
After bills and everything is taken care of, after my boys are fed, luckily give them some clothes that they need to go outside and play at the park. Maybe Six Flags every now and again.
Okay, ma'am, what are some of the things that you're able to do with the boys?
As much as I can when he allows them to come over.
You know what? See, you're playing games. Let me ask you the question. What has she done with the boys?
She takes them to Paris. They go overseas. They've been on Disney cruises. Every time she gets them, they're going somewhere special and fancy and whoa.
Well, I mean, it would make sense if you were making $150,000.
And she just lucked up
right?
on the job, Your Honor. So just to be
And this
quite
is
honest.
considering he's living in my $350,000 house, that he doesn't pay any type of mortgage at all whatsoever.
You have a $350,000. Ma'am,
He lives in the $350,000.
he lives in it, but you
house,
own it,
Your
right?
Honor.
You own it. You
And
have
he
all
doesn't
of
pay
this
any
money.
bills.
You have all of it. But the kids have been with him for 7 weeks, ma'am.
Because
at a
I was
time.
doing training so I can continue to send them to the private schools that they attend,
Well,
and have the best and the finest things.
That's great. But you know what? That's why you come to court, so I can resolve these issues, right? So let me tell you what we're about to do. $150,000 a year. I have your gross at $12,500. How many children do you have, ma'am?
Two,
okay. Net at $9,000. Okay, based on 20.63%. Okay. And then
I
you
do
make,
take care of my sister's 3 children as well.
When did this start?
Wait.
6 months ago.
Wait.
6 months ago.
Whose children are these?
Our sons belong to him and I, but I have 3 of my sister's children that I take care of.
Well, let me let you know how this goes, okay? Anybody else's kids are not a part of this case. Understood?
She thought that was
you have
wrong
2
word.
children that are involved in this case we're here about, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So what we're going to do is offset the child support based on the amount of money that you make. You understand that, ma'am? Do you have any questions?
No, Your Honor.
Because you're giving me this look like you're confused on what's going on here. Okay, so based on this, I did an offset of what you would make and what your child support obligation should be a month. So your child support obligation comes out to $1,456 a month.
Damn.
That is to be paid each month on the first of each month. And those payments are going to be allocated to Mr. Carter.
She just got
If you see
taxed.
something,
That motherfucker just got taxed for $1,500. Yeah, man, that's all you hear. Man, deadbeat this, man, deadbeat that. Now, as you can see,
So when in doubt, just say, let me.
as you can see, they damn show ain't just men.
Well, basically, I am
1067 Harper case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
This shit crazy.
You all may be seated. Okay, Mrs. Harper, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, basically, I am leaving Mr. Harper because I have reason to believe that he's been involved with other women, and we have 2 children. We've only been married 2 years.
Okay.
And I'm devastated.
All right. How old are your children?
They are 2 and 6 months.
Oh, you have little babies.
We do.
Okay.
We do.
All right. So you said you have reason to believe. What do you mean by that?
Well, we're in the pool business. My husband, soon to be ex-husband, is in the pool business, and he's going out to these pools after they're finished. I mean, these women are in their bikinis. They're laying out. Why does he need to be over there? He's saying that he's just servicing. I don't know what he's servicing. But
Servicing the pool after hours?
That's a good question. So, yeah, I mean, I looked at his phone one day. I mean, it was just because I needed to check on something because I'm in the business too. I'm the secretary.
Okay.
And there's these women, these customers that are texting him. And I mean, I can't even repeat what some of these texts.
The customers that are in the swimsuits?
So they're the women of these pools that have been put in, and they're texting him long after the pools have been put in.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Okay. And so what are you seeking here today?
Well, basically, I just can't bring my children up in this kind of situation. And I basically want to leave with the children. And, he makes a lot of money. Our business makes a lot of money. But when I leave, I'm not going to have that. So I need to keep the lifestyle that my children and I have had. They go to private school, and we have a nanny. And so I need to continue that so that their lives aren't disturbed. And we live in a house, $500,000, and I need to maintain something similar so that it's not a big adjustment for any of us.
Okay, let me ask you a couple of questions. Private school, do you all pay tuition for that?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. How much is it? If you were to break it down monthly, because I know tuition sometimes isn't a monthly thing.
It's about $1,800 a month.
$1,800.
Wow.
What private school is it?
It's a good private school.
Oh my gosh. They teaching the baby how to drive?
Well, the baby's not there yet, but he will.
Well,
be.
the 2-year-old, right?
Well,
that's still a baby for $1,800.
It's a tuitional. I mean, you grow with the school. So
does the tuition payment grow too?
No.
Oh, okay. So it stays at $1,800.
Yeah.
Okay.
Once they're accepted, they're accepted.
Okay, I follow you now. So if we were to break that down monthly, that's about $150.
Damn, the schooling is $1,800.
What about the
by
nanny? How much
itself.
does she cost monthly?
Oh no, $150 a month. That's
He
not
pays
bad.
most of the bills. So
$150 ain't that bad. I thought he meant $1,800 a month. I was
Okay.
about to say, God damn.
Have you already started looking at other homes, other apartments, or anything like that?
Yeah, you know, there's a couple other homes in the neighborhood that I'd really like to move into. I think that would be the least disruptive to me and to the kids.
Okay.
So yeah, and
would you be renting out those homes?
Basically, I would like to buy one.
Okay.
So that we can maintain the same lifestyle that we've had.
Okay. If you were to buy a home, the homes that you were looking at, what are you looking at on mortgage?
About $3,000 a month.
Okay.
But again, I mean, I would think he would need to pay the majority of that.
Okay.
God
so you
damn.
want him to buy you a home, you and the children a home.
I mean, I would call it spousal support. Yeah.
Okay. All right. What about any other bills that you would potentially have to pay?
So, you know, I think he should keep paying for the nanny and the private school.
Okay.
And, you know, I have been only working part-time. And of course,
Now, you know, this case is a little bit different, but I want you to watch the outcome.
Customers who are still coming around. So I would have to find a job, and that could take a really long time. So I would think he should pay everything until I find something where I can work part-time.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else you want me to know before I move over to him?
Well, just don't believe his excuses about these women. That's all I can say.
Oh, okay. All right. Mr. Harper?
Well, there's no excuses about any of the women. I had developed this business long before we got married.
Okay.
And we've been married a couple of years. And I've worked hard to get this business to where it is. I've got a great staff. I've got a great team of crews out there working. And you know, one of the things that I do is I go out and I make sure the work's quality work, so I can put my name on it. Do I take care of my clients after we've put in a pool? Absolutely.
Well, your definition of taking care, is it what she's thinking?
No,
Okay.
it's I maintain contact with my clients, and they contact me if there's an issue, if they've got
He
questions,
maintains contact.
and I go out and I see those clients because that tends to give me more referral business, and I'm not having to spend as much on marketing and advertising as I would if I didn't have that referral business.
Okay.
So I want to make sure I keep in contact with all those clients.
Why are these women saying that, come over, I'm going to be laying out?
They tell me whatever they want to tell me. That has nothing to do with.
So you go join them while they're laying out?
Well, I mean, if they're out by the pool, they're out by the pool. That has nothing to do with my business.
Do you join them in the pool?
No.
Okay.
I saw a picture. One of those texts had a picture of you in the pool.
I don't.
What were you doing in the pool? You were checking the depth?
I don't remember ever seeing that picture. So now I will say this: she has imagined a lot of stuff that goes on.
She has a good imagination.
Very good.
Oh,
and
okay.
she does work part-time as the secretary, but her primary job is to take care of the kids.
Okay. So you agree with everything she said about taking care of the kids and everything like that?
And she does a fairly good job when she's there.
Oh, what does that mean?
Primarily, the nanny does all the work for taking care of the kids.
Speaking of the nanny, how much do you pay her a month?
We're actually paying her probably a little less than what we deserve, but it's probably about $1,200 a month.
Okay.
And
so you make pretty good money. How much money do you make in this pool business?
Well, I've been averaging about $280 a year.
But it could be higher?
It could be.
Or it could be lower?
It depends on the market.
Okay.
Hey, Gig Jenkins, the only way that happened is if you signed the birth certificate and you wasn't the dad. So was that the case?
So where did she get that from?
Well, I mean, it's her lifestyle. I mean, she likes going out and with her girlfriends and having her lunches and having her, her spa days and
therapy sessions.
She pay. I pay.
You
for.
call your spa days therapy sessions?
No, I'm going to therapy because of what he's putting me through.
Oh, okay. You sure it's not what your imagination is putting you through?
I imagine
because he said you are imagining all of this.
I imagine he was a good guy too a couple of years ago when I said I do. So yeah, only in that do I have a good imagination.
Oh, okay.
So not only do I maintain the house and maintain the bills and take care of all that, I also have the kids on my insurance, her on my insurance.
How much is the insurance for just the children?
$309.
$309. Okay.
Yeah. And that's important to me. I want the kids to be safe. I want the kids to be brought up in a good, wholesome environment.
Wholesome.
And she,
You're not
she
even
gives
home
everything
at
off to the
night.
nanny.
Ma'am, let him speak. I gave you an opportunity to speak. He did not interrupt you while you were speaking. I promise I will get back to you. Continue, Mr. Harper.
She doesn't. She pretty much hands everything off to the nanny, and requires the nanny to take care of all that. She's got a pretty cozy lifestyle. We've got a nice house. I'd like to keep I'd like to keep the kids, with me.
No.
And make sure they're taken care of, because she's too busy taking care of herself.
All right. But your work schedule, would that permit you to have the children on a
it would
full-time
be
basis?
difficult, but I would see it made sure it happened.
So wouldn't it be in the best interest of the children for them to just stay with mom like they've always been doing?
Well, if mom would stay with them, yeah, I would agree with that. But it's like I said, it's primarily the nanny.
But you're paying for the nanny, so it would be the same difference if you were to have them. Well, no, they would be with the nanny more if they were with you.
Possibly.
So you could potentially be paying the nanny more if the children were with you. Yeah, I don't think that's good for them. I don't think that's good for them. Ms. Harper, I have a couple of questions for you. What is your educational background, if any?
Yeah, I mean, I'm very proud to say that I got my GED.
Okay.
Yes.
That's an accomplishment.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And you were going to say something else when I asked you not to interrupt him.
Wow.
My bad, y'all. I had to run back in here. But yeah, y'all noticed though, when the tables turned. Let me see. When the tables turned, that's funny, ain't it? I'm gonna play one more though before I go, y'all. I got one more. Let me see which one. There's so many of them. I definitely go tap in with it and tell her the Hood Unlocked sent you. Let me see. Man, it's so many. It's so many. It's so many. Let's see what this one is. All right. All right, y'all. This is the last one. Then y'all definitely go tap in on our channel if y'all like this type of shit. She be exposing the real, you feel me? They even got one called the Disabled Pole Dancer. That shit funny too, y'all.
In session, judge's case number JVB 1046.
You're welcome.
You all may be seated. Okay. Miss Katrina, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, our son Caleb James, he just turned 8, and he started school, and already he started having school issues in school. He's been getting into fights with other kids. He's been arguing with the teachers. He's not been doing his homework, and this is completely new behavior. He was an A and a B student, and now his grades are also dropping. And I think it has to do with what Bubba here is doing at home.
Okay. Well, what is Bubba doing at home?
So he's a truck driver, and during our marriage, there were a lot of issues with that. A lot of, strange women, just a lot of alcohol use. And I think that hasn't stopped. And now I think that that's affecting Caleb.
I don't think so.
She sound like she big
Excuse
mad.
me, sir. Once it is your turn, I will come to you. That's the first thing. Second thing, those loud outbursts, they will not be tolerated. Continue.
Thank you. So during the marriage, there were a lot of issues with infidelity, with drug use, with alcohol use, and he's still doing the same job. He's still driving the same routes. And so I think he's still bringing these same people into Caleb's life, into his home with our son.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, is there anything else you wanted me to know before I move over to him?
I don't know.
Okay. Can I call you Bubba?
Sure.
Bubba, is what she's saying true? You know, you cheated on her, you're using drugs, you're drinking alcohol, you're doing all of this while you're transporting things in an 18-wheeler?
No. I actually work 1 week on, 1 week off.
Okay.
So we have shared custody. So
All right.
the week that I work, she has custody of Caleb.
Okay.
The week I have off, I have custody of Caleb.
All right.
Now, some of the things she's saying, yes, I do drink sometimes, you know.
Are you drinking while you're driving that 18-wheeler?
I do not drink while I drive, no.
All right.
I drink occasionally when I'm home. It's not too bad, but with...
well, where would she be getting that from?
To apartments.com, the most popular place.
Yeah, I know she got to make her a bag, yo.
Well, I have a lot of female clients that I do transport for. So she thinks that I'm, you know, getting these jobs.
Oh, you already know
sleeping
Papa
around.
was a Rolling Stone if
She's
you were
very
a truck
promiscuous
driver.
herself, so
Oh.
yes. Caleb has told me that she has brought in a lot of men around him and he doesn't know who they are.
Okay. So Caleb is just seeing a lot from the both of you, sounds like.
Maybe not.
Okay. And Caleb, he's 8. Who pays health insurance for Caleb?
I do.
All right. How much do you pay?
$75 a month.
Okay. And Miss Katrina, you're looking for him to pay child support?
I am.
Based on what?
So when COVID hit, I lost my job and I just haven't been able to find a comparable job to that. And I was doing engineering.
And you can't find anything comparable during COVID?
No.
In engineering?
No. So my degree was in chemical engineering.
Okay.
But all the jobs I've been finding have been mechanical engineering, electrical engineering. I haven't found something that's comparable to what I've been doing.
What's up, Miss Star, baby?
Okay. I don't know much about engineering, but how much more different is it?
I mean, I think it's pretty different.
You think, but how different is it?
I don't know because I haven't done mechanical engineering or electrical engineering, so I don't have a basis to compare the two.
What do you think about that?
I just think she's lazy.
Oh, well, you said it.
Because with her, she has a degree in engineering. Chemical engineering.
Wait a minute, stop right there. You have a degree in engineering.
Yes, that's how I got my job in chemical engineering.
Right. So you can't do a general engineering job with that degree?
It's not comparable to what I was doing.
That wasn't my question. Have you looked for jobs that will pay you for general engineering?
Yes.
All right. How many interviews have you gone on?
3 or 4 in the last 6 months.
3 or 4 in the last 6 months, and they all said no to hiring you?
Yes.
That's interesting. I saw you signal over here. You said 0?
Mm-hmm.
How do you know, sir, that she hasn't gone on any of these job interviews?
I have a friend that she knows, and he's told me.
Oh.
Because he's been sleeping with her.
Oh, okay. Well, that's none of my business. Has nothing to do with me. Miss Katrina, I haven't heard a single reason why I should place this man on child support. He testified and said that he works 1 week on, 1 week off. He has Caleb during his week off. He pays health insurance. You have Caleb, I'm assuming, well, not an assumption, what he said, that when he's on, you have Caleb. I'm assuming all of that's the truth, right?
Yeah, we do have that 1 week on, 1 week off. But with these behaviors that Caleb's having, it's just, he needs treatment, he needs help, he needs counseling, he needs something to help.
And I don't disagree with you there. I do believe that if he is having behavioral issues and everything like that, maybe seek some type of therapy, play therapy, maybe individual counseling. Maybe you all could do family counseling, but that is not a legitimate reason to place this man on child support. So I'm going to deny your request today to place him on child support. And in addition to denying that request, that $75 that he's paying, we're going to have you split it. Since you share custody, you need to share costs too. So $37.50 is what you will be reimbursing him for health insurance every month. Is there anything further?
No.
Is there anything further, sir?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Well, if there's nothing further, you all.
I'm telling you, this judge be taxing the shit out these women. I know I said that was my last one, but I think I'm gonna do one more, y'all, before I go, y'all. This shit is funny. Let's go. That definitely go show her channel some love if y'all like her content.
You all may be seated.
Let her know the Hood on Lock sent you.
Mr. Brooks, it looks like you filed this case. Tell me what's going on.
Well, actually, I'm here today because I really feel like
it's all good out of
my
your
counterpart
character,
here,
my nigga.
my co-parent, she is intentionally working just to not even pay or help out in child support. I am a full-time father. I'm also a full-time employee, and I don't get as much money on a week-to-week basis. And I'm really looking for just a little help or support in what we created together. And it seems like she's kind of trying to run out on her responsibility in this with me. And I don't think that's fair.
What do you mean she's trying to run out on her responsibility? What do you mean by that?
Meaning trying to dodge the fact of, getting this child support, or being able to pay something to help me out.
Have you ever asked her, ma'am, you'll have your opportunity to speak. Have you ever asked her to pay child support? Or give you some money for the child?
Exactly. I've asked her to help out with some of the expenses that our child occurs throughout, even like a regular school year, or to maybe go attend different events, But
what type of expenses are you speaking about?
Well, I'm speaking of expenses, maybe like as far as childcare, all right, tuition, because I prefer that our child gets maybe a better education other than maybe what the public system will provide. And so I'm looking for just a little help on her behalf. This is something we created.
Okay, ma'am, what he's asking for is not unreasonable. You're not willing to do that?
Your Honor, it is unreasonable. How
is it unreasonable?
He knows I'm disabled, for one.
What is your disability?
I hurt my leg.
Okay.
And so I'm not able to work as I would like to, and he knows that. He knows that.
You are aware, though, that in the state of Texas, you can be ordered to pay child support and the money comes directly out of your disability check.
I did not know that, Your Honor.
Yes, that's why you're here today, for me to inform you of that.
But I don't think that's right. Because
wait a minute, ma'am. You think it's right for him to pay all of the expenses for the child every month?
Your Honor.
You answer my question. Do you think that's right?
No, Your Honor, but he's doing this because I stopped messing with him. I go over
What do you mean by stop messing with him?
I still go over to his house and we still mess around. And I just decided to cut it off because my leg has been killing me.
I mean, it don't make no sense you bringing that up here.
Well, you trying to bring me to court. You should have thought about that.
You all will address me.
Sorry, Your Honor.
You will not address each other.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
You all's rendezvous, that has nothing to do with this court proceeding and why we're here, okay? We're here to talk about money. Ma'am, that is a different court, okay? That's not, we're in support court. We're talking about child support here.
Okay.
And according to what has been presented to me so far, the child lives with Mr. Brooks, is that correct?
I would really say us, but he lives in his home, yes.
The child lives with Mr. Brooks, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Brooks, you are not receiving any type of child support, is that correct?
I'm receiving nothing from her at all.
Okay.
Nothing.
Ma'am, how many children do you have?
I have one with him, and then I have 2 others.
Okay, so you have a total of 3. And how much money do you make a year?
Well, I don't make any now since I hurt my leg off the pole.
What pole are you referring to? Did you run into a pole?
No, ma'am. I was working at Dallas Gentlemen's, and he knows that. And he knows that's why I hurt my leg. And so he's been helping me.
Wait a minute. What is Dallas Gentlemen's?
A strip club.
So you were working in the strip club, so you got injured on that pole.
On that pole, and he knows it. And he forced me to work there.
And you're collecting a disability check from falling off the stripper pole.
Off the stripper pole.
Okay, that's the first.
But that's why we don't have a relationship now.
But that's not what you said.
Why? Excuse me.
Sorry.
Excuse me.
Sorry.
What do you mean by that's why you all don't have a relationship now?
Because she's spending all her time up there working on the pole for money, but this is money that she.
But you know what, sir, and you may not necessarily agree with her choice of work, living. But she is making some type of money. And ma'am, you are going to pay child support.
How much?
You're going to pay child support. How much were you working when you were on the pole?
How much I was getting?
Yes.
I mean, I was getting close to about a night or a year.
Based on the documents that you turned in with your 1099s, you were making about $65,000 a year. What?
He knew.
These documents are accurate, correct?
They're pretty much accurate.
Even whether he knew or not, you were making money and you're not supporting.
I am supporting, but I will say he does a lot. He does most of it because I am hurt and he knows that. So he's been pretty nice about that until now.
What do you mean he's been pretty nice until now?
I mean, until now, like I guess since I was, unfortunately still letting him, come over and have rendezvous.
You will have your opportunity to speak. Let her speak.
Thank you.
And I do not need you to echo me.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now address me. What were you saying?
We would have our rendezvous, and he was fine and dandy. Fine and dandy. We've been doing this for 5 years. 5 years. He knows I've been stripping. And all of a sudden, he wants to pull me into court now because I stopped last week. So all of a sudden, now we're on the court docket to come into court because you want child support because I stopped giving it up.
You really need to address me. As I've asked you.
Sorry,
I've asked you that
I do apologize.
more than once.
I do apologize.
Don't apologize, just do it. Okay. Okay, ma'am, your testimony is conflicting with the documents that you provided to the court ahead of time. You testified that you have 3 children and 1 child between the two of you. But according to your paperwork, you have a 4th child.
What?
Yes, Your Honor.
You didn't know she had another child?
Your Honor, I had no clue.
You were not going to tell this man that you have another child? Your child has another sibling. You don't believe that's important?
It's more than a sibling, but it's someone he knows. So I just don't think it's important for him to know.
I am not about to play these games with you. You save those games for your old job.
Wow, y'all hear that?
Okay.
She got a whole nother baby this nigga don't know about. How the fuck is that possible?
Okay. Now, based on, you said you received disability, correct?
Yes.
He big.
How much do you receive in disability a month?
Only $1,200.
Only? He's not getting anything from you. What do you mean only?
He's getting a lot from me, but okay.
Financially, he's not getting anything from you to support this child, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Based on my calculations,
she was paying with sex.
A month, put you about $14,000 or so a year. So, giving you credit for the other children you have, your child support obligation comes out to $163.20. Who covers medical insurance for the child?
That's not a lot though compared to everybody else's.
Medicaid. Okay. So, ma'am, considering you are the one that is going to be responsible for child support, you're also going to be responsible for the health insurance. That money has to be repaid back to Medicaid. It's a state agency. You have to pay it back. Therefore, based on what your gross and taking 9% of that, which is what you would be responsible for health insurance, it comes out to about $108. So your total monthly obligation is $271.20. That is to be paid on the 1st of each month, and it will be paid directly to him. Child support obligation and the Medicaid coverage. You understand, ma'am? Because you're looking very confused right now, and I'm confused as to why you haven't been giving him any money to support this child.
Because I've been giving him other things, Your Honor. And
what other type of things are you talking about that he gets from you?
Mm-hmm. Can you tell her what I give you, please?
I'm asking you.
Your Honor, I give him lap dances. I give him
Oh,
Everything
okay.
you can
See,
think of.
that's too much. That's too much.
She
I'm
gives her
referring
baby
to
daddy
anything
lap
that you give
dances
him
and she want
for the child.
credit. Ain't that a
Based on
bitch?
what you all do behind closed doors, your little secret rendezvous you have going on, it has nothing to do with in here. Financially, what else have you been giving him to take care of this child?
I give him about $20 every other week.
$20 every other week, sir.
Ma'am.
About how much does it cost you a month in expenses for this child?
When you consider daycare is $115 a week, just to make sure she's getting a quality education, along with the expenses of clothes, food, entertainment, things like that. I would probably put another 100 or so on that.
There's no way he can live and take care of this child off of $20, ma'am. Your child requires more than $20. So monthly obligation, $271.20 to be paid to dad. Mr. Brooks, do you have anything else?
Yes, Your Honor. Now, once she's healed from, her injury, she'll be back to making more money.
Okay.
And
Yes.
so is that something that can be considered or?
Oh, definitely. It can be considered. And ma'am, that's actually a very good question.
He
If
coming
you go
back
back
for
to
some
the
more
poll
taxes.
and you make another $65,000 and this man comes back for an increase in child support, I can entertain that. Yes. Don't look confused. I can entertain that. As you get an increase, your child also gets an increase. Is there anything further?
No, Your Honor.
Your Honor, how am I supposed to be able to afford this?
I don't know. Let's see. Maybe you can pick up another job.
That's all I know how to do.
Is what? Hit the pole?
Hit the pole.
Well, you might want to find another pole job. Anything further?
That'll be all, Your Honor.
Okay. If nothing further, you all are dismissed.
This shit is just sad. These women don't want to pay for their kids. They give their baby and daddy a lap dance and don't want to pay for their kids. These bitches is weird, y'all. All right, for sure, this is the last one before I go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You all may be seated. Mr. Paul, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, Your Honor, my daughter, who's living some type of life that I have no idea what it is, she drops her kids off every day and does what she wants to and doesn't leave any money for food or for any kind of things that the kids need. So I need some help financially because she doesn't give me anything. I mean, just me giving my money out of my pocket that I retired with. So I need some help, seriously.
Okay, and where did you retire from?
From the school district.
Okay. How long were you there?
20 years.
Okay, great. Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
And thank you for taking in your daughter's kids because they could be a number of places, but thankfully they're with a grandparent. Ma'am, what do you have to say for yourself? First off,
Exactly, Miss Cody.
Is what he just said true?
I mean, they
It's a yes or a no. Is what he just said true?
Yes, it's true.
What's wrong with you?
There's nothing wrong with me. It's just stuff I be needing to do, and I need somebody to watch the kids, so I take them over there.
Every day?
Yes, every day. I don't see the issue.
Excuse me. You all will not address each other. You will address me, okay? And I definitely understand Dad's frustration, and I'm going to ask you too. Every day you have something to do that requires you to be away from your kids. How many kids are we talking?
Two.
You left 2 kids with him? What do you have to do, ma'am, that's so important every day that you cannot have your own kids?
I got to make money. So
doing what? What do you do for a living?
Whatever I need to do, honestly.
Ma'am, what does that even mean?
I do, little dabble here, little dabble there, just different stuff.
You know what? You obviously came here to waste my time, and I am not about to play with you. What was the last legitimate job that you had?
Cole, he's my miracle child.
I don't know about y'all, but it sounds like old boy daughter selling some pussy or something on the side. Let's go. God damn, that's some expensive pussy.
That lives in your house besides you that need the food, because your kid's over here with your dad. You don't give him any money from those food stamps?
No.
Same thing I used to get for the blow. Send them on the road, what I gotta lose. Put them in the vans, I ain't talking about the shoes. Do the speed limit, watch out for the likes. Gotta watch out for the jikes. Put your hands up, my hood. Can you stand up? If you not from here, you can walk it. And you not hood.
What's up? You rock with the team, and I'd like to welcome you to the Hood